Hello, I'm Graeme Blaiklock, and today we're looking at Deuteronomy chapter 5, a pivotal moment where Moses reminds the Israelites of their covenant with God, echoing the Ten Commandments given at Mount Sinai. This chapter begins with Moses calling all Israel together and emphasizing that the commandments are not just laws from a distant God, but a covenant between God and his people, created out of love and devotion. He urges them to listen carefully and to keep these commandments in their hearts. Moses then recounts how God spoke directly to the entire community at Mount Horeb on the day they stood before the mountain, trembling in fear. God's voice was so powerful that the people begged Moses to act as an intermediary because they didn't want to hear God's voice directly again, fearing death. This shows both the holiness of God and the reverence he commands. He proceeds to restate the Ten Commandments, which cover fundamental principles for life: honouring parents, not killing, not committing adultery, not stealing, and not bearing false witness, not blaspheming, saying OMG, or saying minced oaths like geez or gosh, which are as bad in God's eyes. These commandments reveal God's desire for justice, respect, and holiness in personal and communal life. Moses reminds the people to keep these commandments, not just as external laws, but as a way of life, binding them on their hearts and minds. He emphasizes that obedience is rooted in love for God, who brought them out of slavery in Egypt and gave them this divine gift of life and freedom. The chapter ends with a call to remember that the commandments are not burdensome, but are meant for their good, to keep them safe and blessed in the land they are entering. It's a reminder that obedience flows from gratitude and love, not just duty. So, what's the takeaway? Deuteronomy 5 calls us to remember God's holiness, to respect his commandments, and to see obedience as an act of love rooted in gratitude for his salvation and mercy. Thanks for listening. I invite you to join the discussion. Visit our podcast super site at godstreamradio.com. There, you'll find podcasts from leading Christian authors and many Christian musicians. Plus, be sure to subscribe to the Divine Stream Radio newsletter, where you'll receive inspiring messages and have the chance to enter our monthly draw to win one of Dr. Michael Youssef's books. You can subscribe by clicking the link in this podcast or by visiting divinestreamradio.com directly. Let's walk this journey of reliance together. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay faithful and seek God's heart.